Hello once again. I've run into a bit of a situation where now I have these motors and these momentary switches from a previous repair scenario, and I have the opportunity to use this motor and these switches for a project. This is a clockwise and counterclockwise motor. Now, I know this video is not going to have a bonus because the bonus is the countless number of possibilities in using this motor for other projects, not for the intended project that what it was ordered for, as a replacement motor for an appliance being an ice maker. And in doing so, the motor did actually turn out to work properly. Now, the specifications on this motor actually state that it can be used from 100 volts to 127. Now, I know I'm not going to be using that voltage that high just for hobby purposes. And these switches can go up to about 127 volts. Now, these will work at lower voltages, but this will not. But the idea is still the same. Say I had a hobby motor that would work with a 9-volt battery, or even 12 volts. The bonus of this video is, well, just that. How many different possibilities do I have of using any given motor that I have left over that I ordered in abundance for repair purposes? Let's forget about the fact that it's 100 volts to 100 and let me confirm that. 27. I know on the internet there's motors that use a whole lot of electricity that I could order that probably even cost less, or probably possibly even cost the same in a lower gear scenario. So let's just pretend that this is a lower voltage motor. Now I have these blade type of switches, momentary switches, that I want to hook up to this. Depending on how I hook up the switch, it'll go clockwise or counterclockwise, which means I'll be able to use it as a science project or a turntable for displaying items or any other given project idea. Or worst case scenario, I could just put them back on the internet and sell them. But I know that the appliance that I use this on, which was an ice maker, will require this at another given time due to the fact that this item does rust out. This little item rusts out and it seizes the motor after a while. So that's why I ordered spares. But as I stated previously, if I were to order even a lower one, I've already got project ideas in mind because of these momentary switches and the fact that this is a clockwise or counterclockwise motor. Always keep in mind that when you order something, regardless of the specifications of it, don't just put them away and forget about them until they're needed again. Try to find other appliances or other project ideas where you can use what you have. If not, not that it was ever a mistake, if you order in abundance, you have the option of waiting for the client to call you again and then using these items for repair purposes, repurposing them for science project ideas, or as I stated, other appliances that might need these motors. So just keep in mind, when they do go bad, as I'd stated, cut the wire off for scrap. And then the motor that's in here still works, but the gears stop working. So what you want to do is you want to cut and leave a tiny lead on it if you can. And then the motor that's in here, you'll have to remove it from the housing meaning remove this plate and remove the gears out, and the motor's actually situated in there, and it could be used for something else. So there's other project ideas. Always keep in mind that items do go bad, but it's not the entire assembly that goes bad. It's plastic gears or seized drive shafts. These switches go out because of the spring that's in here eventually wears out and pops off, so you have spares. Possibilities for future projects are always going to be there. Possibilities for future repairs are always going to be there. But don't order just one. In its OEM state, this would have been a $40 motor. This would have been a $20 switch. Okay? Had I ordered one that was OEM, now not 20, I would have, let me rephrase that. It would have been at least $7 or $8 for the switches and about $40 for the motor. So when I had purchased non-OEM or name brand motors and switches. So I over-ordered. And I know this client's going to be calling me in future reference due to the fact, like I stated, that the switch does go out eventually, or the motor does seize because of rust. Find ways of making it possible to do low-cost repairs with future repairs. I know that doesn't make sense, it doesn't rhyme or anything, but keep that in mind. I ordered, I'd say, a pack of 4 motors at $20. So 4 motors at $20. And then a pack of 12 switches for, I'd say, about $15. So I know I could have found them a little bit cheaper, but it was a different type of switch. The blade length was a little bit different. This little piece was at a different length. So I ended up saving a little bit of money on the order, along with a little bit of money for the person that had requested my assistance for the repair. Always have backups, just in case. So that's the video for today. I know the bonus was actually because of the scrap wire, or the fact that there's another motor in here. The motor that's in here is still good, or that these switches could be used for the projects. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next video.